Welcome to Old Folks Racing PC. I don't know what's going on here. Welcome to Old Folks Racing PC. Welcome back to very late coverage of round 4. You can see we are in Suzuka, which is called Kansai in this simulation, Automobilista 2. And we are with the 1991 Formula One car. Now, this is round 4. As you may have noticed, we haven't really covered rounds 2 and 3 of the summer season of Old Folks Racing PC. So, this is the return of the commentary coverage in round 4. Hopefully, we will not miss any other rounds from now onwards. But we should have quite a decent combo here with the Formula One car at Suzuka. This is a 1991 Formula One car with manual gearbox. So I don't know now if we're going to have some age shifters in this race or not. But Mark Elder is on pole position with any car in any circuit. He's competitive and he has Darren Head for company in row 1. Christian Clark and Wayne Lewis are on the second row. Simon Allen and Mike Stevens on the third. Diogo Silva and Kev Allen share the fourth row. Fifth row, it is Jorge Luna and Roughneck 1. That's Fred Tennant and David Good. Not a very good qualifying. He sits last in 11th place. We have, as usual, a 20-minute race. Let's take out the overview of our screen. And we are going to go trackside. Enjoy the race as they wait for the green light. And it's a good start by Mark Elder, but also by Darren Head. Darren Head might go into the lead, and someone is spinning at the back. Somebody spinning at the back. That was Jorge Luna. Jorge Luna immediately loses control, but Darren Head is going to go into the lead of the race, followed by Mark Elder as they go on board with the leader, Darren Head. Let's see. Let's look out for battles. Mike Stevens has lost the position. Simon Allen is up into third. And something has happened to Christian Clark. Something has happened to Christian Clark. He lost third position. He also is missing his rear wing. And his front wing as well. So it's a wingless. And he came together with Wayne Lewis. It seems to me this is turn 1. Let's have a look at this replay. There's a gap on the inside. They just connect wheels and bang. And Wayne Lewis also got affected by this. Wayne Lewis is also wingless. There goes all the drive. There goes Jorge Luna that spun right after the start. We're going to have a replay at that as well. So all sorts of corners. Luna got delayed, and Wayne Lewis and Christian Clark more significantly got together at the exit of turn 1. This is what happened with Luna. He probably just applied a little bit too much throttle, and off the car went. Let's look at things from the onboard of Christian Clark. He's watching the two leaders into turn 1. Darren Head nicely done there in the inside of turn 1. And now he thinks he's clear, but no, and bang! A big crash. Look at that. Multiple rolls there for Christian Clark. Fortunately, no damage. There goes Luna, and Wayne Lewis has dropped right to last. And now we have these two wingless cars. Look at that, how destroyed these cars are. They are going to magically recover all their properties in a few corners. But not the greatest start for Christian Clark and for Wayne Lewis. Meanwhile, Darren Head in that Benetton livery without the Benetton name has gone into the lead of this race and is already half a second ahead of Mark Elder. The battle for the lead is established and is likely to take all the 20 minutes of this race, as they already have a 2.4 seconds gap over Simon Allen in that Minardi 1991 livery. Fourth is Mike Stevens. And Diogo Silva is up into 5th place because something happened to Kev Allen. Kev Allen in the gravel. Kev Allen is in the gravel, and that's at the spoon curve, and he's behind Mike Stevens. He just is a little bit wide there. Now he's out of control of the car, and here comes the gravel trap, which is in Automobilista 2, a real. Look at this. He's slowing down. He's trying to get back into the track. He's Oh, it's actually gone into last place. Cavallo disaster as Christian Clark and Wayne Lewis, that have magically recovered their front and rear wings, are now ninth and 10th. Look at David Good. He's up into sixth place from last place in that Brabham 1992 livery. And David Good up into sixth place. Nicely done there by David. Overtaking Fred Tennant, and pretty much all the drivers that are at the back have had incidents, but David Good very consistent and not making any mistakes whatsoever. On board with race leader Darren Head. We are already on lap 2, and Darren has now extended his lead to 7/10 of a second, but Mark Elder is right there. We'll keep an eye on this battle as we try to find other battles through the field. And right now already a bit of field spread. And oh, look at this, Mark Elder is really now very close indeed to Darren Head. Simon Allen is at the back there, followed by Mike Stevens. But the battle for the lead is the hottest battle on the track, because these drivers are now separated by less than 2/10 of a second on lap 2. Darren Head now exiting the spoon curve into the back straight. Absolutely brilliant circuit, and of course, unlike Project Cars 2, this is the actual Suzuka circuit here through the 130R corner. Absolutely flat out, maybe not with this car at all points of the race. Now into the chicane, and Darren Head is feeling the pressure from Mark Elder as they go and complete lap 2, lap 3. Oh, and Mark has had a poor exit there from the chicane. Darren had a bit of breathing space. And we look at other drivers. 7 now on third. Fourth is Mike Stevens. Fifth is now Diogo Silva. Sixth is David Good. Seventh is now Christian Clark. Christian is up into seventh. Nicely done, because he has overtaken Luna and Fred Tennant. And I have a strong suspicion, but it's just a suspicion, that something may have happened here. Or not. Oh, and something did happen. That is on board with Christian Clark, and Luna is going to run wide in the spoon curve. There he is. Off the track he goes. He avoids the gravel trap. He does not avoid losing a position to Christian Clark, and now Christian is right behind Fred Tennant. And let's see how he completed the pass. Very difficult car to control, even on a straight line. And it's going to be at the chicane maybe that oh, and oh, I'm sorry, this was already Christian Clark ahead of Luna, so it was actually Fred Tennant that went wide at spoon curve. Sorry that I really misidentified the drivers. Christian Clark had already. Oh, and Christian Clark is off the track. Christian Clark is off the track. Here comes Fred Tennant. Oh, Luna, sorry, Luna, in that orange and black arrows footwork. I don't know, arrows most likely. Livery of the 1990s. Absolutely going up into seventh place. Christian Clark down to 8, and Wayne Lewis, and something has happened to Fred Tennant. We are going to find out what it was. We remember Fred was running in 7th. He ran wide in the spoon curve and lost a couple of positions to not only Christian Clark but also Luna. And now he's off in sympathy, isn't he? As Christian Clark goes off, but oh, and Fred actually was off and hit the barrier. There goes Wayne Lewis, and also there goes Kev Allen. Let's go back to the race lead and see how that is going. And it's going pretty much as it was when we left. Darren Head leads the race, but has Mark Elder for company. They are already 3.8 seconds ahead of Simon Allen in third. And Darren now has a bit of breathing space because he's got 7/10 of a second gap, so he does not have Mark completely in his mirrors, but he absolutely cannot make any mistake whatsoever if he wants to win this race. Mark Elder is right behind. Here is the onboard of Mark Elder. Absolutely flat out there through the 130R now. Heavy braking point for the chicane, and Mark is getting closer to Darren as they're going to finish lap 3. Simon Allen is in 3rd place, and Mike Stevens is 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds behind Simon. 5th is Diogo Silva, which is on his own. He's 3 seconds away from, 3.5 seconds away from Mike. And David Good is 3.5 seconds behind. Then it's Luna, followed by, oh, look at this, Christian Clark. And Wayne Lewis, these two have tangled exactly here in lap 1. Oh, and Christian Clark now running wide. And here comes Wayne Lewis. Wayne Lewis has gained a position there. Up into 8th place, and Kev Allen is not far behind this pair of drivers. Wayne Lewis qualified. Oh, and Wayne Lewis now has made a mistake himself. Where is the camera when we need it? And look at this, Christian Clark is right at the back because Wayne Lewis just ran wide there. And they are approaching Luna quite quickly. And look at this, running wide there at the Tegner curve. Into the hairpin they go. There is a nice three-way battle emerging here because Wayne Lewis and Christian Clark and Caval. Oh, look at this, and that's Christian Clark now going through the grass there. And here comes Cavallan potentially as, oh, and this is not the Arrows livery, it's probably the Ozella von Metal livery, although I don't remember it having so much orange. In fact, might be a completely made-up livery. Oh, Mark Elder has gone into the lead of the race. Darren Head has a problem. Darren Head, the leader of this race, has made a mistake, and this was, oh, at the chicane exit. And, oh, he was already behind Mark Elder, so we are going to watch this from the onboard as, well, let's look at Darren's onboard first. He's going through the 130R. Look at the gap in the leaderboard. Coming shorter and shorter, and then he goes. He's going to appear. Nicely done by Mark Elder. Completely clean overtake on the inside of the chicane, and then, oh, and then Darren loses it. Darren loses it on the acceleration from the chicane. He's now a sitting duck. There goes Simon Allen and probably Mike Stevens as well. No, Mike Stevens is not going to go. Simon Allen up into 2nd place, but what a move by Mark Elder to take the lead of this race. Absolutely brilliant. That is the kind of moves we want to see. Absolutely clean and with no mistake by Darren whatsoever. The mistake only came after the overtake. Now, 2nd place man is Simon Allen. We are on board with him. And Darren Head is trying to come back into 2nd place. Mike Stevens continues to be 4th, Diogo Silva 5th, and David Good 6th. Now we missed, did we miss something? No, we haven't missed anything. Just the fact that David Good has lost a bit of time, and now look at this, David Good, Jorge Luna, Wayne Lewis, Christian Clark, and Kev Allen. It's a massive battle brewing up for 6th place as Luna actually loses the position, and we are going to see the replay of that. Luna lost the position to, and this is how it happened. At the hairpin, he was defending on the inside, but here comes Wayne on the old switcheroo, and there he goes. Now he's up into 7th place. Up into 7th place goes Wayne Lewis. Let's go trackside with him in that number 43 car. Let's see if we can identify the drivers behind. That's there you go. That's Luna and Christian Clark. Luna in 8th, Christian Clark in 9th, and there is Kev Allen as well. No, sorry, that's ahead of this pack. That's David Good, then Wayne Lewis, then Luna, then Christian Clark. Something happened to Kev Allen. He's not so close to Christian. And oh, look at this now. This is David Good under attack by Wayne Lewis, and they're going to go side by side in the straight. No, they aren't. But now into turn one, and here comes Wayne Lewis, and here comes also Luna. Almost contact between Luna and David Good, but they both survived to fight another nice recovery by Wayne Lewis, already up into fifth place. Already up into fifth place is Wayne Lewis. Sixth is David Good. Seventh is Luna, and Christian Clark is not far behind. There he is, right behind Luna. Oh, Luna runs wide at the Dagner curve. Now he is under attack by Christian Clark. And oh, something happened to something happened to Simon Allen, which we totally missed. What on earth happened to Simon Allen? He was in second place the last time we checked. He's done a 2:04, which is a very, very slow lap time indeed. And we are going to go into the chase camera. It was a massive shunt. He's lost 24 seconds. And we are going to figure out what, oh, it was at the exit of the, oh, and someone was, what happened to Simon? He was in pit lane entry, and oh dear. Let's look at the replay. Simon Allen is exiting the chicane. He's in second place and loses it. Oh dear, he lost it and is now in pit lane entrance. And what happened is the speed limiter kicking in. He's completely stuck. At least we can see Sula Bank, his sponsor, or the sponsor of his rear wing. And oh, and someone had crashed again. Oh dear, that's Kev Allen. Kev Allen has joined Simon Allen. What on earth? How did this happen? Absolutely extraordinary. Drivers losing control at the exit of the chicane. Exactly how did this happen? And oh, look, it's Kev Allen. Exactly. And now, oh, Kev Allen, at least he did not enter pit lane. Now he's trying to get himself unstuck. Disaster for the Allen brothers as they both in the same lap lose control of the car in the last corner and get stuck into pit lane entry. Absolutely extraordinary situation here in Suzuka. And Kev Allen is now in 10th place. He's still ahead of Fred Tennant. Simon Allen is in 9th. Christian Clark is in 8th, and that's the driver that we were watching when we noticed this absolutely brilliant drama. And Christian now up into 8th and eyeing 7th or 6th because Luna and David Good are ahead of him. Absolutely extraordinary events here in Suzuka on lap 6 or at the end of lap 5. Now all of this has put Mark Elder in the lead of the race with even more comfort because he is now does not have Simon Allen for company. He's 6.3 seconds ahead of Darren Head, who goes back into second place. There he is, Darren, in second now. Up to third is Mike Stevens, up into a podium position. That number 99 being very consistent so far in this race. And we are at the midpoint and we already had so much action. Fourth is another consistent driver, Diogo Silva. He may, however, be under pressure later on from Wayne Lewis. Wayne, last time round, exactly 1 second faster than Diogo. And the gap is 5 seconds, and there are more than 5 laps to go in this race. So we may expect a battle for fourth later on if Wayne manages to be consistent and fast, which he's often one but not the other. Let's have a look at Wayne Lewis for the next coming lap. 6 is David Good, doing a good job there, keeping that 6th place, not making any mistakes. And in fact, the only position he lost since the beginning of the race was to Wayne Lewis. As Simon, well, more problems for Kev Allen. We do not know what happened, but I think it just took a bit of time to get out of that pit lane entry. He's down into last place. But David Good now has checked out from Luna. The gap is around 2 seconds. And let's look at Luna and where is Christian Clark? And the answer is right behind. So the battle for 7th. The only two drivers that are on the same, within a second of each other, are these two. 7th is Jorge Luna. 8th is Christian Clark, and they are getting closer to David Good as well. Then we have Simon Allen in 9th, Fred Tennant in 10th, and Kev Allen now in last after that pit lane entry fiasco. So we'll keep an eye on this battle, but let's keep an eye on other battles through the field. Quite an enjoyable race so far. Oh, and Christian Clark has gone AWOL. Christian Clark has completely gone bonkers. And he's stuck. He's completely stuck. Let's see how that happened from his onboard. And I wonder how... Oh, was this a... Well, this looks like something has failed. Well, not initially, but now he does not seem to be able to get out of the accelerator, and now he's just stuck. Reset button, probably the best option here, as he eventually goes back to the track and does not lose. Well, he lost one position, but he certainly lost contact with that duet of David Good and Jorge Luna, as they are now the closest drivers in the track. Simon Allen up into 8th place, by the way. He overtook Christian, as Christian was stuck, very, very stuck with his friend Barry R. And now Simon up into 8th, still not the position where he should be, as he was in 2nd place before that pit lane entry fiasco. So both Allen brothers stuck in pit lane entry is surely one of the highlights of this race. Now let's look at what's happening here. 3rd place Mike Stevens, because Diogo Silva is now 2.5 seconds behind, and Diogo, as expected, is feeling the heat in his bum, because Wayne Lewis is now only 3 seconds away. So Diogo is trying to go faster, but he's not being able to go faster than the drivers ahead. 141.8, and Wayne Lewis a 140.7. So half a second faster Wayne than Diogo. Let's see what's going on here. Let's go on board with Wayne Lewis, seeing things from his perspective, and he should be seeing Diogo Silva very shortly. There he is. So Wayne now has a visual target of where he wants to be, and may take a few laps, but we will keep an eye on this battle as they go, both of them, through the hairpin. No positions have changed behind these drivers, except that for 10th place we can see that well, Kev Allen was 6 seconds a lap faster than Fred Tennant. Kev Allen 6 seconds in the last lap, so Fred Tennant must have had some sort of problem. He's sitting in 10th place, but we could expect Kev Allen to reach him very shortly at this run rate. Lap 10 already for leader Mark Elder. He's got this under control, 9 seconds almost. In fact, more than 9 seconds now, the gap over Darren Head. As the battle for 10th place is going to be heating up in absolutely no time. There he is, the orange and black car of Kev Allen. And look at this, Wayne Lewis is now just 1.7 seconds away from Diogo Silva. Diogo Silva is again 141.7, very consistent lap times from Diogo. The problem is that Wayne has done a 141.18. Only Mark Elder managed to go faster in the last lap, and we should have still 3 laps to go, maybe 3 to 4 laps. So certainly there will be opportunity for this battle for 4th place. Now Kev Allen is all over Fred Tennant's back. and he's going to go on the outside of the start finish line. He's already ahead, and he's going to go into turn one in 10th place, or is he? Nice battle here, but Cavallan says this place is mine, and he is up into 10th place now. What is the battle for fourth? This is Diogo Silva here. Diogo Silva is 2 seconds away from Mike Stevens. In fact, he was 3/10 of a second faster than Mike in the last lap. But importantly, Wayne Lewis is coming. He can smell that champagne in the podium because he's only got 2 cars between him and third place, and he's faster than both of them. Diogo Silva making a mistake there in the chicane. Now let's look at this in the start-finish line as Mike Stevens. Let's look at the times here, shall we? A 1:42.0. Diogo Silva 1:41.9, and is more than a second slower than Wayne Lewis. Wayne Lewis is absolutely coming. And now let's look at the onboard. Lap 11, and Wayne Lewis is all over the back of Diogo Silva. This is the closest battle. No, well, look at this. Jorge Luna and David Good as well. David Good under pressure from Jorge Luna. We'll have to keep an eye on these 2 battles. Now, can Wayne Lewis make a move at the hairpin? He seems to be a little bit too far behind. What about Luna? Luna is closer. Luna is closer. But still too far behind. He made a mistake there at the exit of the technical curve. He's too far behind to make a move here. Oh, look at this. Wayne Lewis is all over the back of Diogo Silva. And look at that. Oh, it's contact between the 2 drivers. Contact between Wayne Lewis and Diogo Silva there. And they both retain their positions. Lap 11, and contact there between Wayne and Diogo at the spoon curve. No such thing between Luna and David Good. No, I think he's too far behind Wayne, but Luna could potentially make a move here at the chicane. Lap 12 already for the leader, and Luna gets out of it. He was too far behind. Let's look at Wayne Lewis. Now, we think there's going to be 2 laps to go. So 13 laps is what this race will have in 20 minutes. As now, look at this, how Wayne Lewis gains on Diogo in turn 1 alone. Oh, and Luna is ahead. We missed that. Luna is ahead of David Good. Oh, and there was a bit of contact there. Let's see what happened. Oh, David very slow through turn 1. Oh, and look at that. Luna just hits the back of David Good and overtakes him. A bit of a NASCAR style pump and run there. I'm not sure if I'm not really sure that David was that slow through turn 1, so we're gonna have a replay of this incident and see if we can establish. Well, David, as a bang, just Luna just hit him on the back, and then just run away. So anyhow, Luna is up into 6th place. A bit of argy-bargy going there. Diogo Silva makes a mistake there, and Wayne Lewis is again closer than ever. Can he make a move into the chicane? Diogo doing good defensive driving so far. Wayne made a mistake there at the exit. Oh, and Diogo makes a big mistake now. Big mistake by Diogo at the hairpin. Certainly now this is the opportunity. They had contact at the spoon curve on the last lap. Will they have in this lap? And the answer is no, they won't. And this could be the last lap actually, or is it? Let's look at Mark Elder. Is he going to... Well, we are not sure, because oh, big one there. This was the last lap. Sorry, we completely missed. I'm sorry, this timing of this simulation is not that great. So let's go step by step here, shall we? Mark Elder won the race. What a surprise. Darren had second. Mike Stevens is going to be third. And this is Diogo Silva defending. And Wade Lewis, bang! Into his back. Does he lose the position? Oh, someone else is upside down. Let's look at all the replays. But first from Wade Lewis. This is the battle for fourth place, and what on earth happened here? Wade Lewis, well, up in the air. Well, this is the last lap of the race. Diogo in the 130 yard. Now he's on the inside. Did he move? No, he did not move. And Wade Lewis bang on his back, and Diogo was on the inside trying to. And someone else is. Who else is down? Is it Simon? No, it's Christian. I'm not entirely sure who was the other driver who was upside down. We are going to find if it was Luna. Certainly, oh no, Luna is up into 5th place. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Luna is going to overtake. Was it David Good? David Good in 7th. Oh no. Well, someone. It is Kev Allen. Kev Allen. What on earth happened to Kev Allen? He is a lap down. And is he stuck? There's from his onboard. And Kev Allen has had a very strange race. Now, can we at least find out what on earth happened? What happened to Kev Allen's reset button? Because every player is kind of required in Old Folks Racing to have the reset button assigned in his or her wheel to prevent situations like this. Well, Kev Allen has been there for the last 2 laps. We haven't noticed again. Let's have a look at how this happened. And he managed to go upside down on his own. There he is. He is dead last there, and he's just parked it there. And he's just parked it there, and well, very strange race indeed. He's gonna go a lap down, so we don't have to wait for him to get out of there. Now let's look at that situation with Wayne. There he is, and Wayne absolutely is going to lose a position to Jorge Luna. Oh, and almost contact there. Jorge up into 5th place. Diogo Silva finishes 4th. And Wayne Lewis in 6th place. David Good is going to be 7th. And just ahead of Simon Allen. Simon Allen in 8th place. 9th is going to be... 9th is going to be Christian Clark. And 10th is going to be Fred Tennant. And Fred has been... We shall investigate what on earth happened with Fred, because he's again missing his wings, and we do know that in case a car loses them, they tend to recover quite quickly. So let's look at the onboard of what happened. This was the last lap for Fred Tennant. He's running on his own, and bang! Just at the exit of the Dagner curve, and all sorts of action happening on the last lap. Here is a very destroyed Benetton Formula 1 car, but Fred Tennant is still going to finish 10th. 1, because he's still going. 2nd, because Kev Allen has gone a lap down on the basis that he's upside down at 130R. And absolutely brilliant end of the race here. Look at this, Fred Tennant is still losing it, but he's now well, running on his own. Everyone else has crossed the line. So absolutely brilliant race here at the Laboreto Channel, round 4, race 1 of Old Folks Racing PC. As Fred Tennant completes the race, it's time for us to say goodbye. Congratulations to Mark Elder for another victory. And for, oh look at this, he's cutting the chicane as well. Darren Head and Mike Stevens, the other drivers on the podium. We shall see you in race 2.